Nala mulu sulobe kankatola. Komboriel Mario jatobe kankatola. Ani tuste tela jambi. Komboriel nata. Tuste tela jambi. Komboriel nata. Sana nala mulu sulobe kankatola. Komboriel Mario jatobe kankatola.
Benjamin, a Koranide, and sama manang. Kanata samala, Koral Pide Karokari, Sedamondinjo, Sanji Kilin Sanji Fula, Torfanandinta, Fuare Abedame, Yinim Fautinano, Kununja Manata, Sama Fentina, Koral Pide Karokari, Sedamondinjo, Sanji Kilin Sanji.
اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الفاتح لما أغلق والخاتم لما سبق الناصر الحق بالحق والهادي إلى صراطك المستقيم وعلى آله حق قدره ومقداره العظيم إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما صلى الله تعالى عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين آمين.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Father God, to you be all the glory for the greater things you have done and the greater things you will do in our lives. We are eternally grateful for your covering over our lives. Lead us daily in our own way. Teach us to be pure and true. Show us what we ought to do, and may your grace continue to abide with us now and forevermore. Amen.
Good morning, Mr. Witness. Welcome. Welcome, Mr. Witness, to this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters. Okay. Mr. Witness, what is your religion? Can you face Muslim? In which language do you wish to make your testimony? English. Do you wish to swear by the Holy Quran or make an affirmation? I want to make an affirmation. Madam Chair, the witness wishes to make an affirmation. Okay. Use your right hand. Raise your hand into the air and repeat after me. Raise your hand into the air and repeat after me. I, Doudou Gomez, do solemnly, sincerely, and truly declare, and affirm that, the evidence I shall give, shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Thank you. You may be kindly seated. Madam Chair, the witness is sworn. I have the honor to hand over the witness for us to proceed.
Good morning, Mr. Gomez. You are welcome. Council, can we proceed?
Yes, thank you very much, Honorable Chairperson. Good morning to all the honorable commissioners and everyone present. Mr. Gomez, can you please tell the commission your full name, sir?
Doudou Gomez,
Your address?
Jabang,
You work for the Carnegie Municipal Council.
Yes, sir.
Since when?
Since 1990, February 1995.
Do you have your appointment letter?
Yes, copy.
Were you also confirmed?
Yes, sir.
May I please see the appointment and confirmation letters? Where are the originals?
Yeah, I have the originals. Some, yeah.
With you? Correct?
No, not here with me.
Okay, you'll be asked to produce the originals so that we can verify
Okay, thank you.
websites. We apply to tender an appointment letter addressed to the witness, Dudu Gomez. The date is 15th of February 1995. Signed by Mustafa M. Njai Mustafa M. Njai, the municipal clerk, KFC. And the confirmation of appointment. The date is 4th of April 1997. Addressed to the witness, Modu Dudu Gomez. Signed by Ibrahim D. Jabate for municipal clerk. The documents are photocopies. Honorable Chairperson, we've asked the witness to produce the original.
My mobile, yeah.
A letter dated the 15th of February 1995 with reference KMC/ADM/staff. The letter is from Kanifi Municipal Council. It is addressed to Dudu Governments, Market Collector, KMC. And the letter is signed by Mustafa Njai, Municipal Clerk, and is copied to the Chairman, KMC, Treasurer, KMC. The second letter is dated the 4th of April 1997 with reference KMC/ADM/staff. The letter is from Kanifi Municipal Council. It is addressed to Dudu Governments, Market Collector, Treasury Department, with the subject confirmation of appointment. The confirmation is signed by Ibrahim D. Jobate for Municipal Clerk. It is copied to the Chairman, KMC, Treasurer, KMC, and it is further copied to EDPC, KMC. These two letters are admitted together as exhibit in evidence and they are marked as LGC/DG/KMC/001.
Ask Commission places. Now, can you tell the Commission your educational background?
My highest qualification is BSc in Public Administration from the University of Columbia.
Which year
Yeah.
did you graduate?
Huh?
Which year?
2015.
All right. And you recall giving a statement to the investigators?
Yes, sir.
We will give you a copy of your statement. Please go through that copy. I believe it is a two-page statement.
Yes, sir.
It bears your name and your signature.
Yes, sir.
Do you confirm that?
Yes, sir.
And the date is 19th of August 2024.
Yes, sir.
You may go through the contents and tell the commission whether there's a statement that was obtained from you.
Yes.
We apply to tender the statement of the witness, DODOU Gomez. The date is 19th August 2024 into evidence as an exhibit.
The witness statement dated the 19th of August 2024 made by DODOU Gomez, the witness, is admitted in evidence as an exhibit and it is marked as LGC/ZG/KMC/002.
As a commission places. Now, Mr. Gomez, in 2018, what was your position in council?
I was a markets manager.
Market manager?
Markets manager.
Market manager.
Yeah.
Which market were you really primarily focused on, or is it generally all the markets?
Generally, all the markets within the municipality.
And you held that position for how long?
2016.
From 2016 to?
Yeah, to June 2019.
To 2019.
Yeah.
And now between 2018 to 2019, as a manager, you have junior staffs under you.
Yes, sir.
And these staffs are?
The staffs are market masters and collectors.
And the collectors.
Yeah.
Do you have a list of how many collectors were working under you, and also market masters or mistresses as well?
Right now, I don't have the list at the moment.
Yes.
Yeah.
But can you?
But almost all the current market masters were all there.
Yes, but can you produce it? Can you produce a list or a register that you have or a report that will indicate the number of staff that work directly under you between 2018 to 2019?
I can provide the list, but I don't have any list that say that all the staffs at the time. I can check and then provide a list.
Now,
all.
What would be your main role or function as a market manager in between 2018 to 2019?
My responsibilities are to ensure that to take care of the day-to-day administration of the unit, ensure that revenue is collected in all the markets, and so on and so forth. Day-to-day administration of the entire unit was under my responsibility.
And how do you do this?
With the help of the market masters, each market we have a market master responsible taking care of the market. It will be the responsibility of the market master to supervise the collectors on the U, and then they report to me as the manager.
And how is this reporting done? Is it verbal reporting, or do they submit written reports to you?
Yeah, on a weekly basis they do submit weekly reports. Yeah.
And what will these reports contain?
It will contain collections from various markets, like weekly collection from the each market. This is what they will provide for my zone and actual collection from that particular market.
Now,
from the period.
Just a very simple question. What would be the specific areas that the market will generate revenue from? Who are the people who are paying revenue, and what kind of revenue do they pay in this market?
Yeah, at the market we have daily fees, country rent, and monthly fees.
Okay. What are these daily fees?
Daily fees is the $10 is paid from the daily collectors, daily vendors in the market on a daily basis.
Who pays these daily fees?
Those are the women vendors in the market, who are selling vegetables and so on and so forth. They pay $10.
The ones with this canteen, they have canteens as well?
Yeah, we have canteens.
And the canteens
we call it, I mean, those are the permanent structures.
The permanent structures.
Yeah.
So the daily vendors would not be permanent.
No.
But the canteens are permanent.
Yeah.
And the canteens, you'll have a register to tell you how many permanent structure you have.
Yeah, each market master responsible has, I mean, a register.
And
yeah, where I mean, where you list all the names of vendors that you are collecting from.
And how much would they pay each canteen?
It varies. Some of the time, I think there was 250, 300. Serekunda market, if I can remember, the front face, I don't know, at the time was 750, if I can remember. The others are 500. The Latrikunda, you have 250, and so on and so forth.
And what will inform you as to how much each area would pay or each canteen would pay? Do you have a tariff?
I'm saying each area, I mean, under each area, you have, I mean, what actually you pay. If the market master comes, that's what he's going to ask you. If you are paying 500, that's the tariff that you are paying, maybe this. But if you go to Serekundamak, like I said, the front face, I think, if I don't forget, maybe all the front face, they were paying, I think, 750. You see, so if you go to the top, upstairs, they are paying 500. So this is how it is.
And they pay that every month?
On a monthly basis, yes, sir.
Monthly basis.
Yes, sir.
They do not pay any other fee apart from this amount?
No, these are the only.
No yearly fees, just this monthly fee.
No, not yearly payments. They paid only on daily basis.
Yes, and this would be captured in the tariff. You will have a tariff for how much they should pay. For instance, Serekunda.
Actually, there is nothing like, I mean, maybe a tariff being set that we have on a paper, but I mean, if we find out that this area, like, I mean, temporal countries at Serekundamaga, they are all paying $250. See, this is what the collectors will be paying, but we don't have it, I mean, like a document to say this is the tariff for this particular area or a tariff for this particular area.
So who decides how much should be paid?
Well, actually, this is what I found on the ground when I took over, and that's what we have been doing. That I mean, the decision, I can say, I don't know, maybe the director of finances at the time or so, but actually I cannot say these are the people who make. But what I find out that I mean, when I took over, that's I mean the situation is from the query book that they have, we know that this particular area pays this amount. Yeah, because I don't want to say something that I will act, I mean, provide it and I don't have it because I never come across that this is a document saying that this is the tariff for this particular area. But we know that maybe for Latrikunda canteens, small canteens, this is what they pay. The permanent canteens that is what Bakau, I mean, this is what, I mean, they are paying. Yeah.
So do you know how many stalls you have? These permanent structures, for instance, Carnival, would you know exactly how many permanent structures?
I cannot recollect now, right now, but I will.
Not now. I mean, as a manager,
yeah, we do.
You know exactly how many stores
there
is, and so you can tell how much revenue a particular market can generate.
Yes, at the time, yeah.
And how about the daily fees, for instance? These are not permanent vendors.
The daily fees.
Yeah, temporal.
Yeah, the one that the women vendors, what they pay daily, yeah.
And the third one is?
That's the monthly fees.
You have
those are the chaoses, or I mean maybe makeshift canteens in the market. Yeah, makeshift canteens in the markets. Those are the ones who paid, I mean, monthly fees. We call it monthly. Just name it monthly. So it's like, I mean, maybe if somebody has a small table and maybe let us transform it to a corrugated, and then we ask you now, you'll not be paying for daily. Instead, you will be paying on a monthly basis now.
So there are three areas. You have the daily fees, you have the canteen,
yeah, and the monthly.
And the monthly.
Yeah.
But the canteen too, they pay monthly as well.
Yeah, monthly. Yeah, they pay monthly. We just name this monthly because we call these, I mean, like, I mean, the cement, I mean, structures. That's what we call canteens. So the temporal, other I want to call it monthly fees.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, between 2018 to 2019, you kept a register, market register.
Say it again.
Between 2018 to 2019, there was a market register
Yeah, for each market.
for each market.
Yeah. That's the canteens.
Yes. How would we have access to this information?
Well, how we go about this is, I mean, these books purely are kept by market masters. And if you have been moved, you hand it over to the next market master so that can have access, I mean, to the information of the number of canteens there. You see, they were never kept by the manager. The books are all kept by the market master. In case you are moving, the person that you hand over these books to that particular market master. So at my custody, I don't have any unless I contact the market masters at that time.
Now, how would you manage the market if you do not have access to these books?
This is what I'm explaining. The market masters are the custodians of these books because these are the materials that they use on a daily basis.
Now I'm saying now, so, how do you supervise them?
Yeah, that's what I'm okay. For supervision, we from time to time we check. I mean, these books we request for them and check. I mean, whether there are areas where people are complying, whether there are payments and so on and so forth. This is how we do supervision.
Now,
and we return it to them, or we visit the market. If I visit a particular market, I request your books to see. I mean, at least the areas from the register. Maybe there are areas and so, or maybe you are working or you are collecting.
Now, do you are you being supervised by the accounts department?
Yeah, we report to Director of Finance.
Now, who reports to the Director of Finance? Is it you?
Yes.
How do you do this reporting?
Yeah, on a weekly basis, these reports, I mean, we send them to, finance department. To the director, because we used to have these senior staff meetings, and then at this meeting we report, the amounts of monies that are collected.
Now, who will send this report? That will be you as the manager.
Yes, I usually.
So you will have a data or a record of how much or the activities going on in a given market. For instance, Carnifin, you will definitely have a record of how many, how much should be expected in a given year. You have, you know how many permanent canteens or stores there is, and also the makeshift ones as well. You'll have these records.
Let me. This is what I said. I want to say this again. I said, for the books are kept by the
not the books. I'm talking about the recording system now.
The reports. Yeah, we do have reports. We do have the reports that we generate on a weekly basis. Yeah.
Now, 2018, 2019. The what the market masters and businesses, would they have any access to funds or monies or revenue?
Market master for daily fees receive daily collection from daily market collectors.
Okay.
And the market masters who are responsible for canteen directly go to the how do we call it, to the subs to collect revenue from subs owners.
And the collectors?
Yeah.
So what do they do with this money that they collect?
When they collect this money, they submit to the main cashier at the Carnival Municipal Council.
So we have information that in 2018, 2019, they were paid to the bank.
Yes. There was a time that they were asked to be doing submissions to the banks.
Yes.
Yeah.
So 2018, 2019, payments were done to the bank, correct?
Yeah.
Do you know which bank?
Right now, I can't recollect. I don't. I can remember that Trust Bank was part of it. I don't know Trust Bank and Echo, if I can remember. Yeah.
So we will ask you to write some of the information that you cannot recall. You will maybe ask to provide the commission with those details.
Bank details.
Yes.
Okay, I'll contact with you.
Just write it down. Yes. So please, you provide us with that information. Now, do you also have a data as to how much was generated in revenue between 2018 to 2019? And how much was outstanding, if any?
No, I don't have to say that this was, what was collected, and this was outstanding at the time. No, I don't have that.
You don't have it now, or you never had, you cannot have that information?
Well, I can consult with finance, what was collected, but at my custody, especially the other side that you said, maybe what was outstanding. I don't think, I will not have that, because these books, when I was leaving, I did not check, this is the outstanding balance for this particular market, this outstanding balance for this particular market.
Before you were transferred from your position as a market manager,
yes,
there was no handing over to the incoming market manager?
Papanjai, no.
Who's Papanjaya?
Papanjai was the markets manager.
Just call a name of, then you wouldn't know. Yes, so there was no handing over.
No.
But then when you left, you would have had records to indicate how much you have generated by way of revenue in that year.
Yeah, I said unless I contact with finance to check what was collected between.
I just want to get the answer first, whether in reporting to the finance director, you would be having information regarding how much was generated in 2019, how much is the target, and how much was generated.
No, I don't have that information.
I don't mean now. As at the time you were a manager, the market masters and businesses will report to you.
Yes.
They will submit their reports.
Reports, yes.
Now report to the director of finance. Yes. So this information must be within your knowledge.
Yeah, we have the reports. That's what I said that before. I don't know that I can consult with finance department to check within the period how much was collected. Unless the reports that the market masters normally submit, if I go back to the office there, I can check in the files, in the archives, whether these reports are still there.
Was there any assessment in that year, 2019?
Assessments? What do you
know
mean?
How much you can have as a reasonable legitimate target?
No.
So you don't know how much a particular market can generate in a given year?
Yeah, the way we operate, like for daily fees, if you have test checks, you can have an estimate, approximately this could be collected in this particular area. But the market, especially for daily fees, is like type of a river. Sometimes you can, like type of a river, is like, sometimes you can have more collection and sometimes it will go low, depending on the situation. Like in the rainy season, you will have certain areas, if it rains, you have less collection. So you can only give estimate. Yes. That maybe this particular market can collect on a daily basis maybe 10,200, you see, and then based on that we will be working with the market master and the collectors, to achieve that.
That's what I'm talking about, the estimate in a given year.
Yeah.
That's what I'm referring to. The estimate in a given year. That information you will have naturally. Make sense?
Okay. I will try and see.
No, if you don't, if there are
no, the information is not readily available there. To be honest, there is no such information readily available that a particular market, this is what was estimated. It's not there.
It's not there.
Yeah.
Sorry, let me just ask. Now, how do you arrive at the annual target versus collections that is issued at the council?
For markets,
if what you said is not available, how do they arrive at giving you targets for the year?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I think I said annually we make estimate at our end to say maybe Serakunda market. As what I explained before, that maybe we will expect maybe $10,000 on a daily basis, for example. You see, so this is what we have as an estimate. You see, is asking maybe whether we have an information concerning such. So this is what finance will use to say the market target for this particular year is 30 million. Plus, you have then canteens, the number of canteens that we have, maybe Serkunda market, 40 canteens, they are paying 500, this one's paying this amount. They were expected to collect maybe 2 million from a canteen rent and so on and so forth. This is how we work. what is asking, maybe if I understand this question, whether I have an information of such. We have on the budget estimated amount for each year.
Now, Mr. Gomez.
Yes, sir.
I don't seem to understand your evidence. What I want you to clarify is, as a market master.
Market manager.
Huh?
Market manager.
Market manager, sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you for the correction. As a market manager,
yes, sir.
You're the one that is supposed to give the estimation to the finance manager, right?
Yeah.
To input in the budget, right?
Yeah.
So, and you know, for each week, how much the collectors are given, like the market tickets and the GTRs. Do you have an idea of what the supervisors, the market masters and the mistresses give out in terms of tickets, where it is daily collection, and GTRs for, you understand, canteen collection? How much they issue out a week? And what is the return in collection of revenue? Do you know? Is that reported to you in a form of a report?
Yes.
Do you receive that in a
yes, ma'am.
report?
I receive weekly, reports from market masters.
Yes. So please provide us, please note that and provide us with those weekly reports so that we will be able to know how you arrive at the estimations that you forward for the purposes of imputing it into the budget, whether it's quarterly or so.
Okay.
Thank you. Councillor, you may proceed.
Now, at some point, you were transferred as to or the rates department as rates manager.
Yes.
When was this?
2019, June 2019.
Were you at any time a deputy rates manager?
Pardon?
Were you at I saw, I seen your statement, said it was in 2022 when the two units were
amalgamated, yeah.
I was the rates manager 2.
Yes.
So how many rates manager do you have? 2?
We have rates manager 1 and rates manager 2.
Please explain to us the roles of the 1 and 2.
The roles of the rates manager 1 2 is to ensure to carry out, the daily administration, the day-to-day administration of, rates, maximize revenue, ensure that, demand notes are distributed, to, the yard owners across the municipality. Basically, yeah, that's our responsibility.
And 2?
I've just sum up, our responsibility. I said
there is no
for rates manager 1 is the overall head of the unit.
Yes.
Is it so? Rates manager 2 assists the rates manager 1 as an assistant on the operational sides. Is it so? This is how we working.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you keep any books of accounts?
What we have is collectors. Rates collectors. They distribute demand notes. They have logbooks where they enter this information. If they distribute, the demand note.
How do you call this book? Is it a choir book or
a choir book? It's a choir book where on the demand note you have the name of the owner and the assessment number. This is what you transfer to your choir book.
And you've been there since 2022?
Yes.
When were you transferred in the department?
2019.
2019.
Yeah.
For how long were you there?
June 2019 to date.
To date.
Yeah.
Now, do you have that choir book? Can you produce that choir book?
No, I don't. I am not. I said rates collectors have logbooks. I don't have a logbook.
What do you have?
The rates manager too. I supervise the collectors, their operations and the daily operations and so on and so forth. Yeah.
Do you have any records that you keep?
Yeah, we have. Collectors. These collectors on a weekly basis they submit reports to me. The number of demand notes that they serve. Yeah.
Where do you record these records that are submitted to you?
Those are the records that I keep. the weekly reports that they have.
So you have weekly reports.
Yes.
Do you also have monthly reports as well?
Yes, I prepare monthly reports, and those that's the weekly that they submit. That's what we have as monthly.
You will prepare monthly reports and then submit it to.
Huh?
Where would you submit this monthly reports that you prepare?
Monthly reports, we have them within. I have them with me.
Correct.
No, not here. We have a report. A file that we kept. Reports.
Okay, that's what I need. Can we have that file that you keep since 2019 regarding the monthly reports? And this
okay,
ahead, sir.
let me say this. For 2019 to before we move back to the main council, in 2019 we were at the multi-purpose, and there was when they were demolishing the place,
Yes.
there was water there and the cupboard fall. So some of the reports fall into the water, and we could not have access to them again. We could not have them again. So 2019, 2020, I may not have some reports. I'm not just sure the ones we are able to rescue from that. Yeah.
So what we do,
Yes.
just bring what you have.
Okay.
And what you do not have, you can now tell us why you do not have them.
Okay, sir.
And then you can probably have questions from either the lawyers or the commissioners. Is that fair enough?
No. Noted, sir.
Good. And you report directly to the finance director.
I report to the rates one.
Oh, one. Okay. And as well, the collect. Do you collect revenue as a rates manager too?
No, they distribute demand notes, and yes, the yard owners are asked to come to the council and make payments.
How do you get these demand notes?
Demand notes generated from the rate system.
So you have a rate system.
Yeah, we have a metric system that council maintain.
So you can always print it out.
Yeah.
In your office.
Yes, the printing is done at the rates manager one office. They do the printing.
Yes.
And then they hand it over to me. And then I give it to the collectors. So from the system, and then I sign, and then I give it to the collectors. To go for distribution.
So the rates manager one has access to the system.
Yes.
So he will print out the demand notes.
Yeah.
He will sign them.
Yeah, I will do the signing. Sometimes he signs some, sometimes I sign some.
Maybe yes.
Because at the beginning of the year we have a bulk, a lot of demand notes to be signed. So sometimes she signs some, and then I sign some.
Yes. My point is, it will be generated from the system, right in your office. You don't need to go all the way to the finance department. You have access to it in the office, and so you can print it out, sign it, and then issue it out.
Yes, sir.
And then the payments can be done either in check or through cash.
Yeah, you can make either you can make payment through checks or through cash. Yeah, at the cashier.
At the cashier.
No.
Do they pay to your unit as well?
No, they pay only to the cashier.
They do not pay to you to the rates department.
No.
So when you issue out the demand notes, they make payments.
You have option, you to go to the cashier and pay.
To the cashier. 2018, 2019, 2020. Were they still going to the cashier?
Sorry?
2019, 2020, were they still going to the cashier?
Yes.
No, I'm asking because most of the information we have is going to the cashier started in 2020. That's why I'm asking.
Going to the cashier started
in 2020.
No. Since I joined the unit, what I know is demand notes are distributed and people go to the cashier and pay. Yard owners. That's what I know.
And the bank, which bank will it be?
Yeah, we have, I think, Guaranteed Trust Bank, Mega Bank, Guaranteed Trust Bank, Mega Bank, Standard Bank. Yeah. And which bank again?
That's all?
Yeah. I think Echo should be part of them, I think, if I can't recollect.
Would you be able to give us the details of this bank?
Yes, sir.
Bank accounts?
Yes.
Now, There's also a rates register.
Rates register, yes.
Who will keep this register?
The rates register, I think, is the system up to November 2020, 2020. I mean, 3. It was the race manager one.
Race manager one.
Yeah, that's what's in the system. Yeah.
So that would not be in your custody.
No.
As rates manager 2. It would not be in your custody as rates manager 2.
At the time, no.
Now, when you are in the race department, would you at any point in time be a subject of audit, internal audit?
Internal
Have they
audit.
audited your department?
Internal audit. Yeah, I remember, I don't know, in 20, is it 2020? Yeah, in 2020. Yeah, I remember one time, I mean, they were looking at, I mean, the number of demand laws that we are serving and so on and so forth. Yeah. I remember, I mean, Basiru was there, I think, at the time, or Fofana. Yeah.
Now, this demand notes, the system, when you print it out, is it automatically recorded in the system that the finance department can also monitor?
Pardon?
The demand, the system that you will print this demand notes from.
Yes.
So if you print a particular demand note,
yes,
and it is signed,
yes,
will it automatically be recorded in the system?
Yes. It is what is in the system that is printed on the demand note. Exactly.
Demand note.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And every, if it is issued, is also recorded as well.
If it is issued after issuing, yeah, that's what the collectors, I mean, record in their books.
In their books.
The information that it's on the demand note. That's one. If they distribute it there, they pass it to the yard owner. They take record.
Will the manager 1 and manager 2, would you not record how many demand notes you issue to any of the collectors?
No, actually, that I'm not doing that because what I rely on is, I mean, since everything is in the system, if they print, I just collect them and then pass it to the collector. I don't record that. I mean, maybe today, I gave, I mean, this number of demand notes to X or Y.
So if you issue, let's say, 20 demand notes in one day, and you don't record who you give those demand notes, so how would you keep track of these demand notes?
Well, this is in the system.
I know.
Already in the system. And if you print from 1 to 10,
yes,
we know that already number 1 to 10 demand notes is already, I mean, given out to this particular collector. From 1 to, from 20, next printing, you print from maybe 20 to 50. You see, this is, I mean, how we do. You see,
so the system will have information regarding who the collector that is given this demand note.
No, the system will not have that information. The system, the registrars who did the printing, they print out, I mean, maybe from this number to this number, and they know that maybe for maybe Larikunda German, we already printed out maybe from number 1 to 20. But to say that maybe it is issued out to this, I mean, particular collector, no, I distribute it to them. So if I sign them, I call the collector. Is it to come and receive, I mean, the demand notes. And if you receive the demand notes, you go there, and then if you go for distribution, you enter them in your book.
So who updates the system?
At the time is race manager 1.
He updates the system.
Yes.
So if 20 demand notes are sent, and then those 20 they all paid, the system will be updated?
No, the system is like at our end rates, we have access to the rates register. The information there, we print out demand note. If you go automatically, if you go to the cashier and pay, automatically it updates the system. Automatically it is posted in your account. And that's why, I mean, they are using that system. It's digital. So like DODOU Gomez, my property at Sarakunda. If I go to the cashier and pay, automatically, if I pay $10, it will be updated in the system that, I mean, this particular place has paid. So next time, if you are printing even, you will find out that it's already zero because there is payment there. The person have already paid. You will not print that. So it's not that, I mean, we update or do inputting. That, I mean, if you pay, you come and post your receipt also. Automatically, if you pay at the cash, receiving cash here, you are done. I mean, it is automatically in the system. Yeah.
Sorry, Mr. Gomez.
Which of the comments is chair?
Yeah,
There are two Mr. Gomez.
yes. No, when I say Mr. Gomez, I'm referring to the witness.
Right, thank you.
Mr. Gomez, the third quarterly report of 1st July to 31st of October 2021. In the findings of the third quarterly report, it has indicated, contrary to what you are telling us,
Okay.
it is saying something quite different.
Okay.
And let me read what the findings said.
Okay.
It says that it has been confirmed that all those demand notes received from the rate unit to the debt unit are not served by the debt collection unit. The next point is those unserved demand notes are termed as untraced, unidentified properties, duplicates or non-existent at all within the municipality. That means the rate system total amount stated are not realistic in terms total properties and amount of arrears accuracy in the municipality. I'm reading verbatim what the auditor has stated.
Okay.
The figure status for council's total properties and rates arrears can be inflated due to the errors, duplicates untraced, and unidentified properties captured within the municipalities. Now, my question is,
yes,
what sort of system is in place when it comes to these demand notes that you issue? Because based on this, I just read
which year?
Sorry, let me finish. I read for you three points that has been raised, and there are a lot of findings on that.
May I ask?
So now the question is, what sort of system is being used by the rates unit, and what is it called?
Which year is this, ma?
No, answer the question. I will get to that.
Okay.
Yes.
What sort of system? Can I understand?
What sort of system is being used by the rates unit?
Metrics.
Metrics.
Yes.
Is it a system that is sourced out?
Yes.
It's a system that is sourced out.
Yes, ma.
Can you produce to us the sample of the demand notes that the system?
Sample of a demand note, yes, I can.
Do you have it with you here?
No, I don't have. I mean, it's here.
It's not that you will bring that
Okay,
for
sample
us.
of a demand note. Okay.
Now, this is 2021, the third quarter of your internal audit report.
2021.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Thank you. Council, you may proceed. Now, sorry, Council, before you proceed, have you, as rates manager 2,
yes,
have you received any complaints from the collectors?
Yes.
With respect to the system?
Yes, I had wanted to answer, but you
All right.
what you
All
say,
right.
you refer. You,
We will get back to that. Council, you may proceed.
Please go ahead. You wanted to say something?
Yes. Regard to what she is explaining, we are talking about. I mean, how we operate and how demand notes are distributed. I've not elaborated on the way the system is and what the auditor said. However, talking about this, sometimes collectors find it difficult. These are challenges that collectors are faced with. Because if they go out there to identify the correct property owner, sometimes proves very difficult. So that is right. Is it because there will be maybe two dugames and maybe two dugames? Where do you find the second one? This actually happens, as they say. So we are not disputing that, but to my explanation, conversation with the lead counsel, we have not reached at that point. But I was just explaining to him the way we operate, the way we distribute demand notes. Yeah.
Yes. So again, with respect to rates, do you have an assessment done to know how many properties there is for you to collect revenue?
No, during my time when I was there, there's no assessment.
Do you know?
I can't recollect.
So, what information were you working
we rely solely on the information that is in the system.
in the system?
Yeah,
Do
the
you
demand was printed and given to me. That's what we rely on and we distribute.
And this would have been printed by the finance manager.
Yeah, by the rates, by the rates clerks.
Rates clerks.
Yeah.
Rates clerks.
Yeah.
They will print it and then issue it to you.
Yeah.
All right. Would you be able to provide us with the information regarding the period that 2019 to date?
Provide what information?
2019 to date regarding the information printed to you by these clerks. Is that the register?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the race register. Yeah.
That's the race register.
Yeah.
And we have asked you to produce same as well.
No, I am not yet asked. I'm asked to provide the reports.
Now I'm
asking, collectors reports. Yes.
Okay. Now I am asking you to provide the race register. Do you keep bank? Have your own bank accounts? Bank accounts. Your private personal bank accounts.
Yes.
From 2018, how many have you kept?
Two.
Yeah. Can you give us the details?
Not with me here.
Yes, you can write it down. We need the details, please. Because do you have a compound or land that you in your name?
Yes, the one we get from the welfare.
From the welfare.
Yeah.
Just that one.
Yeah.
Have you been given any loans by the council?
No.
Any questions for this witness?
No, until he brings the documents that we have asked, then we can proceed on that.
Thank you.
Mr. Gomez.
Yes, sir.
I've seen you have your office has organogram. You have a rates manager, 2 deputy or assistants.
Yes.
And a number of clerks.
Yeah.
Clerks or collectors.
You have clerks and collectors.
You have clerks and collectors.
Yeah.
Now, can you summarize what their main activities are? Because really, we have all of these people, 34 staff. You must have to have a computerized system whereby you know who is responsible for what. And then everything comes to the apex, which is you, for you to look and know how you are going to administer the supervision of those beneath you. Do you say, okay, clerk, what assistant rates manager? I've seen you have assistant rates manager, 4 supervisors, and then you have in between the clerks and the collectors. Now, in other words, do you also do appraisals for your staffs that are underneath you or within your department?
No, the answer is no.
You don't?
No, doing it formally, I mean, and submitting also, also no.
No.
Yeah.
So, in other words, how do you assign jobs to your assistant rate managers and your supervisors?
Yeah.
Do you call them in and say, okay, I want you to look into this, look into that?
Yeah.
So there's no organized way of assessing these people.
Yes. As you mentioned, we have collectors responsible for distribution of demand notes. Is it my assistants? I mean, they support us in the supervision and any duties that we may assign to them. The rate class are responsible. They are at the front office, responsible for printing demand notes. And maybe some will come, you give them demand note, they will not come along with the demand note to the council for payment. If they come, at times they will go to the rate clerks and ask them, I have a property at Talending, and my name is Dudu Games. They check it on the system and print them to you. Even if you ask them, they will say, maybe I know I forgot it at home. So the rate clerks, this is their responsibility. And they are entirely responsible for printing all the demand notes for all the rates collectors.
So with all these 34 staff, they don't have any TOR individually as rate collectors, as clerks, as supervisors.
They all have TOR. That's what I've just summarized. I said the collectors, their responsibility is that demand notes are purely distributed. Two, the rate clerks are responsible for printing of demand notes.
Okay, I understand that. But what I'm saying, how would you assess them? One, for promotion; two, for their effectiveness within the system. Because you might be having maybe out of this 34, 12 are dead woods. They don't do anything. They come in, they check in and check out, and you pay them at the end of the month.
Yeah, as I said, since I went to reach, I don't do appraisal. That's what I've declared. I don't do any appraisal. The only time when I went there, I found the supervisors were on a lower grade, so I recommended for them to be promoted, to be upgraded. So that was all I did. But during this period, at my end, I don't do any appraisal.
Yeah, you see, my problem is, yes, it's good to people to be promoted, but you have to earn it and keep it.
Yeah, right.
Are there no dead woods within your unit?
In any setting, maybe you have some dull. That would be, yeah.
And yet still they are being paid, and yet still they will be promoted.
As I said within the time period that I'm there, only I said, yeah, three supervisors. When I went there, only those are recommended for promotion, for upgrading. Yeah. Apart from that,
So if I say to you, Dudu Gomez, you have a staff called Samba Pate. What is Samba? What is Samba Pate's effectiveness within your unit?
No, I will know that what you are saying, formally writing that approach. I know who works hard, who is dull, who is average, and so on. I know that very well because
But you are not
system.
documenting it.
Yeah, maybe that might be a weakness.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Yes, Council.
Madam Chair, that's all for this witness for now. Yes.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Gomez, for coming. We will call you back.
You're welcome.
Please endeavor to bring the documents by Tuesday.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Please call the next witness.
Good morning, Mr. Witness.
Morning, sir.
Welcome to this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and Related Matters.
Yes, thank you.
Mr. Witness, what is your religion?
I'm a Muslim.
In which language do you wish to make your testimony?
In English.
Do you wish to swear by the Holy Quran or make an affirmation?
I make an affirmation.
Okay, Madam Chair, the witness wishes to make an affirmation. Use your right hand. Raise your right hand into the air and repeat after me. I,
I,
BABUCARR SANYANG,
BABUCARR SANYANG,
do solemnly,
do solemnly,
sincerely,
sincerely,
and truly declare
and truly declare
and affirm that
and
the evidence
the evidence
I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Thank you. You may be kindly seated. Madam Chair, the witness is sworn. I have the honor to hand over the witness to the process.
Good morning, Mr. Sanya.
Morning, Madam Chair.
You are welcome.
Thank you.
Council, can we proceed?
Yes. Yes, thank you. Mr. Sanyang, please tell the commission what your full name is.
My name is BABUCARR SANYANG.
Your address?
I live at New Joshua.
Bijulo.
New Joshua.
Bundu.
New Joshua.
Oh, New Joshua.
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Sanyang, how comes I don't recognize you, New Joshua?
Okay.
What is your educational background?
I attended primary school, then proceeded to my junior secondary and later to Muslim high school, and I did my AAT to level.
Level 2?
Yes.
Which year was that?
That was 2009-10.
2009-10.
Yes.
And you were appointed in which year?
1st of August 2008.
Were you given an appointment letter?
Yes, sir.
Were you confirmed?
Yes.
Can we please see the documents? Where are these originals?
Oh, I lost the original.
You lost them?
Yes.
Did you search for them?
Yes, I did, but I couldn't.
But you can't find it?
No.
We applied to tender an offer of appointment letter. There is 31st of July 2008.
Yes.
To one BABUCARR SANYANG, the witness, from Carnival Municipal Council. On a confirmation of appointment, July 24 to 2018, addressed to the witness from Carnival Municipal Council, evidence as an exhibit.
A letter dated the 31st of July 2008 with reference KMC/ADM/055. The letter is from Kanifing Municipal Council. It is addressed to BABUCARR SANYANG, Kanifing Housing Estate, with the subject offer of appointment. The letter is signed by Dua Ojata, Director of Administration, and it is copied to the Lord Mayor, KMC, Acting Director of Finance, Internal Auditor, Market Manager, and IT Manager. The second letter is dated July 2018 with reference KMC/ADM/064. The letter is from Carnifing Municipal Council. It is addressed to Mr. BABUCARR SANYANG, Accounts Clerk, Finance Department, with the subject confirmation of appointment. The letter is signed by the Moja for Acting Chief Executive Officer, and it is copied to the Lord Mayor KMC, Acting Director of Finance. These two documents are admitted together in evidence and they are marked as LGC/BS/KMC/001.
As the commission places. Now, in 2018, what was your position in council?
I was a senior accounts clerk.
Senior accounts clerk.
Yes.
What was your role as a senior accounts clerk then?
We normally prepare payment vouchers.
Yes.
And then postings of bank slips, deposit slips.
Yes.
Prepare monthly salaries, bank reconciliations.
You prepare bank reconciliations?
Yes.
Have you been doing that?
Yes.
Do you have records of the bank reconciliations you have prepared in 2018? And how long were you in fact a senior accounts clerk? For how long?
That will be probably around 2 years.
2 years. That will be from 2018 and to 20.
Yes.
And how many bank reconciliations have you prepared? For every year you prepare 12 bank reconciliations, but it's supposed to be monthly.
Every month we prepare bank reconciliations.
And this was done?
Yes.
Would you have records for these bank reconciliations?
Those records will be with the finance department.
Yes. But since you prepared them,
yes,
you might want to record it down, but we'll be requesting you to produce the bank reconciliations that you have prepared.
Yes,
because we will need you to guide us through those reconciliations as well.
Normally when we prepare bank reconciliations, at the end of the month, we normally file them.
Yes.
So when filing them, we submit it to the finance manager.
You still work for KMC?
Yes, I'm still there.
Yeah, so it's a public document. We're making the request that you produce this document.
Okay.
You may want to go with the request. Honorable Chairperson, we apply that the commission, would there be an order for the witness in his capacity then as the senior accounts clerk to produce the bank reconciliations that he had prepared from 2018 to 2020. Would that be correct, sir?
Okay.
Yes, we are applying.
Yes, the application is granted. Mr. Sanyang, you are ordered to produce the bank reconciliations you've made over the period 2018 to 20. How long did you serve as senior accounts clerk?
So I was transferred from rates to accounts in 2010. So I spent 10 years in accounts department.
So please provide for us from 2018 to 2023 the ones that you have produced.
So by 2023, I was not in the office.
All right. So you produce and provide for us the reconciliations you've made from the time you were there till when you left.
Okay, Madam
When
Chair.
did you leave the accounts department?
2020.
2020.
Yes, I was transferred to rates department.
So provide us from 18 to 2020. And you said it's a monthly reconciliation that you used to do.
Yes.
Yes, so please provide us. Council, you may proceed.
Yes. What do you have information as the senior accounts clerk as to how many bank accounts were kept in 2018 to 2020?
It will be around 4 to 6 bank accounts.
Again, so can you please write that down? We will need the information. Now, as a senior accounts clerk, what was your relationship between your office and the cashiers?
We had a cordial relationship because normally at the end of the day, when they close, normally their cash books are normally checked by us, especially the rates payment.
Why especially the rates payment?
Because by there was a time, rates we were using these manual receipts.
Yes.
So when the cashier draw the receipts, normally we post it, in the accounts department. So we normally, collect their GTRs. That is the GTR that the cashier use for the day, and then we normally cut the duplicates so that those duplicates will be used to post the rates.
Are all monies collected by the cashier paid to these bank accounts?
Sometimes the cashier might have, underbank or overbank, but that's very minimal.
What do you mean underbank or overbank?
Sometimes the cashier will underbank. That is mean, what is collected is not
It's
totally
not deposited.
at all. Yeah.
The all. But
Yeah.
would you know why? Would you have any reasonable explanation as to why all of the monies that were collected would not be paid to the bank?
No, definitely. Why? Then that's not our role. So that is normally, take up by the finance manager or the director.
No, but bank reconciliation, you said you conduct bank reconciliation.
Yes.
I understand you are a senior accounts clerk,
Yes.
but I'm thinking you may do this together with the finance manager 1 or 2.
Yes.
Is that how it happened?
Yes, the bank reconciliation. Yes, when we prepare it, after preparing, we will give it to the finance manager for verification.
For verification.
Yes.
Okay, we'll wait until the bank reconciliations are present, and then we will ask you further questions regarding that.
Okay.
Also, vouchers.
Yes.
How are vouchers raised when you were in the accounts department?
But normally vouchers are, when
Please increase your voice. I notice how you speak. Probably this is your best volume, but just try to increase your voice.
okay.
Speak into the microphone so that you can be very clear and people can hear what you're saying.
Yes. Normally when payments are approved from the finance director,
Yes.
he will bring it to the accounts department.
Yes.
Then from there, the accounts, we at the accounts department will prepare the payment, and then after preparing the payment, we will take it to the internal auditor.
Yes.
Yes, from the internal auditor, when it is back, then the checks will be drawn, and then we will take it to the director of finance, then the CEO. Yeah.
Were all payments passing through internal audit?
Well,
In your experience?
normally I'm not the only one who normally prepare the payments.
I'm talking about your experience as a senior accounts clerk. Would you say that all payments would pass through the normal due process, pass through the internal auditor for verification before the FI approve?
Yeah,
Would there be some instances where certain payments may not pass through internal audit?
some payments normally is raised by bank transfers, so those payments don't pass through the internal audit. Yeah.
The ones raised by bank transfers don't pass through internal audit.
No.
But how about the ones that were raised internally within your department?
Yes, time to time, because I can remember there are certain instances when the auditor queries certain things, and then hold the payments, or bring it back to us. Sometimes we proceed with payments because they will say that it is urgent. So those payments will be released without the signature of the internal auditor.
Now, how are payments authorized? The financial manual talks about authorizing payments. It says that the CEO authorizes expenditure as a general rule.
Yes.
Are you familiar with this?
Sorry.
Are you familiar with the fact that the CEO authorizes payment as a general rule?
Yes.
Yes.
As the CEO is the chief accounting officer. Yes.
Yes. It also says that the mayor will have to authorize or approve, not using the words of the financial manual directly, but clear as well, certain payments up to a certain level. Were there any ceiling or threshold as to how much the CEO can approve and how much the mayor can clear or the council in general? Was there a structure that you know about?
There was a time I knew that the any payment above 300,000 has to pass through the office of the mayor.
300,000.
Yes.
And so when you say pass through the office of the mayor, what do you mean? It has to go for verification and approval?
Yes.
Now we will come back to that again. So basically, as the accounts clerk, so when you have these vouchers that is above 300,000, would the mayor normally sign to approve?
Yes, there are some payments that he will sign. Yes.
There are some payments.
Yes, he will approve. Yes.
There are some payments that he will sign to indicate approval
Yes.
of the payments.
Yes.
Based on the 300,000 as a threshold, as far as you're concerned.
Yes.
Now, you're no longer in the accounts department.
No, now I move for the rates department.
When was this?
This was around April 2020.
2020. Do you know why you were moved from the accounts department to the rates department? Is there any specific reason?
Yes, I was copied a letter that the manager is, going for retirement. So I'll be taking over. So that was the reason why I was moved there.
That you were taken over as manager. And who was the manager at the time?
Adam Ajame.
Adam Ajame.
Yes.
Now, did he retire?
Yes, he retired last year, October 2023. Yes.
Did you take over?
No.
Why?
I don't know.
Do you have that letter with you?
Yes.
Can I please see the letter? We apply to tender two letters from the Carnegie Municipal Council. They are photocopies. The first is a redeployment as rates officer. The date is 22nd of April 2020. Addressed to the witness, BABUCARR SANYANG from Carnegie Municipal Council. Signed by Demboja, Acting Chief Executive Officer. The second is an extension on contract. I'm reading verbatim. Extension on contract. 1st April 2020. Addressed to the witness, addressed to Adama Jame, rates manager. Signed by Demboja for the Chief Executive Officer. Into evidence as an exhibit.
A letter dated the 1st of April 2020 with reference KMC/. HR/001 from Kanifing Municipal Council. The letter is addressed to Adam Ajanme, Rates Manager, KMC, with the caption extension on contract. The letter is signed by Demboja. For Chief Executive Officer, it is copied to the Lord Mayor, KMC, Establishment and Appointment Committee, Director of Finance, Director of Audit, IT Manager, BABUCARR SANYANG, and Executive Secretary. The second letter is dated the 22nd of April 2020 with reference KMC/HR/076 from Kanifing Municipal Council. It is addressed to BABUCARR SANYANG, Accounts Officer, KMC, with the subject Redeployment as Rates Officer. The letter is signed by Demboja for Acting Chief Executive Officer, and it is copied to the Lord Mayor, Director of Finance, Director of Internal Audit, Rates Manager, IT Manager, and Project Manager. These two documents are admitted together in evidence as an exhibit, and they are marked as LGC/BS/KMC/002.
Ask the Commissioner, please. Now, you will later move to the rates department, and you were at some point the assistant rates manager.
Yes, sir.
Now, what would be your role as an assistant rates manager?
I was there to assist the manager. I prepare, to make sure that the demand notes are, printed and then signed, to prepare certificate of occupancy or any other duty assigned to me or assigned by me.
Now, do you keep any books of accounts as the rates manager too, in the records or choir books that you have to keep to be able to monitor or supervise or perform your functions or role?
No, I don't keep any book. The only thing that we have was our race system is computerized. We are using the metric system.
The metric system.
Yes.
And so we have information that there had not been an up-to-date assessment with respect to the rates department and the properties there. Would that be correct?
Yes, definitely. They are using a very old assessment. So an up to date, that is the same assessment that they are using.
How old?
For me, I came in 2008 and found it there. But if my memory can serve me very well, in 2014, there was, I think 25% increment on all rates. So that was in 2008, 2014. Yes.
Now, were you involved in any way in collecting revenue?
No, because for us, we are just, rates, because there are two departments. You have the rates department and the deputy department by then. Yes. So for us, we only prepare the demand notes and then.
But at some point, they were one and the same, no?
Yes, as of now, it is the same.
Since when?
Well, I came back in August 2023. I found that it is.
When you say you came back, what do you mean?
Yeah, I was suspended for 2 years.
When were you suspended?
In August 2021.
And why were you suspended?
We are suspended because of a loan that we acquired from Ajib Bank.
How many of you acquired a loan from Ajib Bank?
The committee, the welfare committee.
And that involves you and who else?
The president, the whole committee, the president, vice president, the whole committee.
You were the president?
No, I was the treasurer.
You were the treasurer?
Yes.
And then the president was?
Bakari Jao.
Yes, so please list the members of the committee that you can recall.
Bakari Jao, Mam Kababas, you have Sananyan, you have Musa Andau, Mudjai, Nema Demba. I think those are the ones that I can.
And who was the CEO then?
Senabu Martin Sonko was the CEO.
Was it also part of the committee? No.
No, CFO was not part of the committee.
Was she involved in acquiring the loan?
Yes, as the committee, when we apply for loan, or when we apply for the loan, the bank, told us that we need, a guarantee from the council. So as she's the spending officer, we, the committee, we have to contact her. That is why we involve her.
So why did you apply for the loan?
The loan we applied for the purpose of a land, because there was a land that we first applied in Kajume. Sorry, yes, in Madiana, sorry, with care finder. So, cost about 450 plus of land.
Yes.
So when we apply for that later, it didn't materialize. So that is why we continue with this one.
Do you know why it didn't materialize?
Well, the CEO informed us that the council didn't allow the loan to proceed.
So now when you applied subsequently for another loan, which bank did you apply this loan?
Ajib Bank.
Ajib Bank. How much?
The first one? You
yes. No, the loan that caused you to be suspended.
12 million.
$12 million.
Yes.
Now, did you decide as a committee that you will apply this loan?
Yes, as I said, the first one, we decided, we agreed to it because the first one was failed, and then later we told them that we are going for the second one.
Was there a meeting?
Yes, we used to have meetings.
I mean, the committee, did you sat over this?
Yes, there are several meetings that we
Were there minutes of these meetings?
There will be minutes, but what happened was when we were sent home, we were not given the access to go back to the office. So a lot of these documents were missing because our vice president was the one who normally kept these records, and then he was at the multipurpose, and later the multipurpose was demolished.
So you are saying there were minutes of the committee meeting? Yes,
there are some meetings. There is one list that I have whereby, those who were at that meeting, I have their list of some of the list of their names here.
Can we please have the list? These are lists of individuals, and is it their signature?
Some of them signed, but some of them didn't sign.
But how would you, what would you call this? List of what?
This was a meeting, AGM. This was an AGM that we organized, but so these were the list of attendants who attended those.
So
that meeting.
What will indicate or show any reader or the commissioners that this is a list of attendees of the AGM? Is there anything that would show?
There are some audios that I can contact the then vice president. He was recording, during the time of the meeting. He's having those audios.
Madam Honorable Chairperson, we will apply to tender 4 documents. The witness has said that it's a list of individuals that attended the annual general meeting in relation to, is it in relation to the application for the loan, or is it just for the AGM?
Yes, it was mentioned there. During the time of this meeting, it was mentioned.
Yes, for the annual general meeting.
Yes.
Wherein the issue of the 12 million is said by the witness to have been mentioned. Chair, this list does not provide any information regarding the meeting or any meeting, but for the purpose of evidence as provided by the witness.
And I will contact the vice president
We will
if
seek to have it admitted. And then the weight, we will advise the commissioners regarding the weight.
The witness presented 4 documents containing the list of names. However, there are no dates attached and no further documents explaining anything. However, we will admit these documents. The weight to be attached to these documents will be determined. And these 4 documents are admitted as follows. They are admitted in evidence and they are marked as 1, 2, 3, and 4. They are all admitted together and are marked as LGC/BS/KMC/003.
As the commission places. Now,
so
go ahead.
yeah, there is an invitation letter that that was given to the staff to inform them that there will be an AGM. That letter is here.
Yes, can we please see the document? We apply to tender a letter from the KMC Staff Welfare Association to all KMC staff with a heading invitation to an annual general meeting, bracket AGM, signed by Bakari Jawo, the president of KMC SWC. The date is 30th of March 2021, into evidence as an exhibit.
A letter dated the 30th of March 2021. The letter is from KMC Staff Welfare Association, and it is addressed to all KMC staff with subject invitation to an annual general meeting. The letter is signed by Bakari Jao, President KMCSWC. The letter is admitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/BS/KMC/004.
As the Commission President. Now, you will agree with me that the list of attendees that you said the individuals that attended the AGM, and they signed and some did not sign, that the documents that you presented does not have any information regarding what meeting it is for.
Yes, that is why I tendered the order letter that there was going to be an AGM. So, and then everything will be discussed during the AGM.
But I am just talking strictly about your first earlier documents regarding the list of attendees. It does not provide any information regarding what meeting, if any, they were attending. Do you agree with that?
Yes, the list is connected to the letter, that is the AGM.
I do not dispute that.
Okay.
I do not dispute that. I don't even dispute that. In fact, that list is proposed for the AGM. I'm saying that you don't have evidence to show that that list is in connection with the AGM. You don't have that evidence, do you?
I have audios if it is necessary for the commission. I have certain audios during the meeting. Those audios were recorded.
Okay, you can produce those audios, but I'm saying as the list stands by itself,
yes,
as it is admitted, there is no information on the list to show that it is for a particular meeting. That's a fact.
Okay.
Not okay.
Yes.
And you don't have to agree. That's what I have observed. Do you agree with that?
Yes, I agree.
Now, any additional information that you may have regarding audios or videos or documentation, you are free to produce it.
Okay, I'll do so.
Correct. Now, moving forward, do you know Modu A. Njai, market manager?
Yes, I did.
Modu Njai testified, gave evidence in this commission. In his statement and in his oral testimony, he explained that he came to your office and found or saw a correspondence or letter regarding this loan. Is that true?
That's not true.
That's not true. Let me read.
Sorry.
Go ahead, sir.
I would have loved love you to ask him which office, because by then he did not even know where was my office.
So let me read what he said in his statement. The statement dated the 11th of May 2023, Modu Njai, and he repeated the same in his oral testimony. He said, second page, the third paragraph, I think 7th or 8th line there about it said, I went to BABUCARR's office where I saw document indicating loan acquisition from Ajib Bank. When I confronted him, I'm not aware of any arrangement of that nature as a welfare executive member. Having reported the matter to the mayor, he later called Dr. Keita, Director of Finance, in my presence and confronted him about the matter. Now, did he confront you in your office about any loan acquisition that he saw on your desk or in your office?
He did not confront me in my office. What he did was he called me because that day I did not go to work. I was sick, and then he called me, and because he used to call me finance. I said, finance. I said, yes, morning, how are you? He said, where are you? I said, I'm at home, I'm not feeling well. He said, did our loan, did the bank approve our loan? I said, yes, the loan is approved. Then he told me that, okay, that is what I want to find out. And then hung off the phone. It was on a telephone conversation, but not seeing the documents.
So you're saying it's not true?
That's not true.
And you said that he doesn't know your office? Did you say that?
Yes, by then, because he did not, because I was not even having an office. I was not even attached. I was not having an office because I was moved from the accounts department to rates department. And then rates department, if at our old building, if you go there, you have the manager's office, and then the assistant manager's office. That is where this Malik, you know, accountant and the cashier was. So I normally sit, you know, at the waiting room. So I was not having an office by then.
So as far as you're concerned, he never came to your office,
Never.
and there was no confrontation between um, you and Muru Njai with respect to this loan.
Yes, as I said, he called me.
I mean, in your office, was there a confrontation in your? I know you already said he was not in your office because you didn't even keep an office at the time.
Yes.
But let's go by what he said. Was there any confrontation in any office between the two of you?
Prior to the approval of the loan, we normally used to talk. Sometimes when there is a meeting or site visiting, I will call him and then we have to go for site visit. But he will tell me I am very busy at the market. I will not have time. So you can just carry on with it.
Was Muru Njai aware of the fact that you or the committee intended to contract a loan from Ajib Bank?
Yes, he did.
Do you have any evidence to that effect? Any proof to indicate or show that he was aware?
As I said, there were meetings. There were meetings whereby he will be present. We even form an allocation committee in which I was part of the committee. And
Allocation committee.
Yes.
How many people were in this committee? Do you recall? You can always give us the information later.
Okay.
At some point, if you don't have that information with you currently,
Okay.
you can write the question down or the request, and then you can always provide further details.
Yeah, I will check, through my documents, because if my memory can serve me very well, we even wrote a letter to the CEO to approve that allocation committee.
Yes.
For the welfare. Yeah, I will check and
Now, was there an approval from the council?
Approval of
the loan?
Yes, there was because what happened was the bank, asked us to go and ask the council to guarantee us.
Yes.
So obviously, the council, the CEO and the director of finance, signed that guarantee.
They signed the guarantee. Do you know how they obtained this guarantee?
Actually, no. For us as the committee, what we only do is to go and talk or to go and contact the CEO as the spending officer. That's where we can stop.
That's why you stopped.
Yes.
But you were aware whether it was obtained lawfully or not. Do you know whether it was obtained lawfully or not?
I believe it was obtained lawfully. If not, she will not sign it.
Why do you have that belief? Why do you have that belief?
Because both the CEO and the director of finance signed the guarantee.
All right. So you were suspended subsequently.
Yes.
Do you have a suspension letter?
I'm sorry. Let me see.
If you don't have it currently, you can always look for it when we are after break. You can produce them.
Yes, I couldn't see it. All the documents that I have here is the resumption of duty. I was written a letter to resume work.
Can I please see that document?
Yes.
So you were given a letter when you were suspended,
Yes, there was a letter given to us, indefinite suspension.
but you do not have it currently with you. Can you produce that letter at any point?
Yes, I will contact the administration.
Who suspended you?
The letter was signed by the director of admin, Jaya Chang.
That of admin.
Yes.
What is the name?
Jaya Chang.
Jaya Cham.
Yes.
And this was in 2019?
This was August 2021.
2021, sorry.
Yes.
Yes. But do you know why you were suspended?
I believe it was because of this loan, because when
Did the letter indicate why you were suspended?
if my memory can serve me very well, I couldn't remember. All I remember is I have to hand over all my,
So we will need you to produce that letter.
okay.
Were you subjected to any disciplinary measure? Were you invited to any committee to answer to any allegation that you may have for probably fraudulent activities or crimes or breach of protocol or whatsoever that you may have committed any violation of your conduct? Did you attend any meeting to answer questions in relation to disciplinary measures?
No, the day I was suspended, I even went to work. After closing, I was called by our 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 messenger and told me that I have a letter for you. So I went. I asked him where exactly are you. Then he told me I'm at the GT Bank at Impex. Then I went and met him. So he gave me the letter. But I have never been called for any question.
You were called at GT Bank. You were called and you met the officer at GT Bank.
Yes, the messenger called me and said, I have a letter for you.
Yes.
I said, where are you? He said, I am at the GT Bank. If you have time or if you can come and meet me at GT Bank, you come and collect your letter. So I went and found him at GT Bank and then delivered the letter to me.
So you never had opportunity. You never had opportunity to be heard, to give your side of the story. Is that what you were saying?
Yes, never.
We apply to tender a letter from the Director of Administration to BABUCARR SANYANG and Mam Kababas. The subject matter is a resumption of duties and responsibilities. The date 9th August 2023, signed by Jaya Cham, into evidence as an exhibit.
And after, sorry.
Come again?
Yes, I said, and after that suspension letter, I later received another letter that, we are taken to court pertaining to the issue, yes.
Okay, let me allow the commissioners to admit this document.
A letter dated the 9th of August 2023 from the Director of Admin, and it is addressed to BABUCARR SANYANG and Man Kababas, and it is copied to the rates manager, Director of Finance. The letter bears reference BEW 119/142/01, and the subject is resumption of duties and responsibilities. The letter is signed by Jada Cham. The said letter is admitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/BS/KMC/005.
Ask the question, please. Yes. You were saying you received a subsequent letter.
Yes.
About?
That we have been taken to court. KMC has taken us to court.
Can we proceed that letter, please?
Sorry?
Do you have it with you?
I might have it. I will bring it. I will bring it to the commission.
All right. Now, in your statement,
yes,
on the 22nd of August 2023, the 6th page,
Yes.
you said, was when you were explaining regarding how you are being followed by Mr. Danso or the people that we work with regarding the outstanding balance. You said that then the following day, copy of the letter from the family terminating their contract with Mr. Danso was given to me. And until now, I don't know what is happening because the mayor, Bensouda, had put his own so-called welfare committee while our issue is not even resolved. And some of our executive members are even part of this so-called committee, which is politically motivated because the market manager was our social welfare secretary, is now the president of the staff welfare, and he's part of mayoral campaign team. So I do not understand what you are trying to explain here. You are now here to explain. Can you please clarify what you are trying to explain in your statement?
Yes, before this issue happened, or before this problem, the clerk of the council wrote to us that the mayor want to see us for a meeting, the welfare.
Do you have that letter?
Yes, I think I have the letter.
Yes. So go ahead. The clerk wrote to you and said,
Yes, the clerk said this letter was given to us that the mayor invite us for a meeting. So we went to his office. All of us were present, the committee with the director of admin finance. Then the mayor said, we have to go in for Congress. And then he said he wanted, the previous committee and then the current committee, that is us, that, he did not want none of us to, contest again. He definitely want new faces. And then for us, we agreed that, yes, it is time for us to leave and then allow other, members to come in as the committee. But to my surprise later, during our problem, I heard that Monja is vying for this presidency. And then he was part of our committee. He was the social secretary. And then, we were the one who's supposed to organize this Congress. But we were indefinitely we went for indefinite suspension. During that period, they installed this so-called committee that I said, because the way and manner, they proceeded to it was not even correct. In our constitution, there is nothing like, voting by delegates. All the members would vote. And I heard that during this election, they even used delegates to select this new committee.
now the president subsequently is Murenja, you said.
Yes.
Who was the secretary?
He was the social secretary.
Social secretary.
Yes.
And in your statement and in your oral statement as well, you said he is part of the mayoral campaign team.
Yes, he was part of it. During the mayoral election, he was campaigning for mayor. That one is all. If you go to the social media, you'd see it there. He was part of it.
I will not go to social media.
Yes.
You can be guaranteed
Yes.
100%
Yes.
with that.
Yes.
I cannot go to social media.
Yes.
The commissioners will not go to social media. They will not even want me to go to social media. So if you can go to social media, or you can go to any media or any where you can have the information, I mean, this is your evidence.
Okay.
They will come. The mayor probably will come.
Yes.
Everyone in this issue will come and then their side of the story will be had and will be analyzed, and they will face scrutiny.
Yes.
The same way you are facing scrutiny now. So it will be probably in your interest to substantiate what you are saying with evidence. So you have time. You can go and substantiate that particular statement, because if you say that he's part of the mayoral campaign team and there is no evidence of that nature, the commissioners may, I'm using the word may because I don't know what they will decide, may not want to rely on it without evidence. Do you understand what I mean?
Very well.
Okay, so Um, it is evidence is for you to substantiate, and it's for us, the lawyers, to test. Now, do you have a staff, your association, do you have a constitution?
Yes, there is a constitution.
Can we see the constitution, please? Do you have a copy?
The copy that I was having, I left it at the office. I couldn't get the copy, but later they amended it. The new executive amended the constitution.
Yes, so we need the previous one
Okay.
and the amended version.
I will try and see whether I will get the previous one.
Yes, because we have questions,
Okay.
but we wouldn't be able to ask these questions without having access to the constitution of the staff association as at 10.
Okay, the old one I will try and see. The old one I will try and see whether I will be able to get it. But the new one is with me.
Yes.
Yes.
We applied to tender a memo from Carnival Municipal Council, from the clerk of council. The memo is addressed to the president, KMC staff, welfare association, deputy mayor, chief executive officer, all KMC staff, welfare association executive members, directors of admin, compliance, finance, deputy director of finance, establishment and appointment committee, and the Lord Mayor. The subject is invitation to a meeting. The date is 28th of June 2021. It is signed by Mr. Usman Gay. The agenda is for the Congress, KMC Staff Welfare House and Shim, accounts of the association and Tobaski Rams for staff into evidence as an exhibit.
A memo dated the 28th of June, 2021, and it emanated from the clerk of council. It is addressed to the president, KMC staff, welfare association, deputy mayor, chief executive officer, all KMC staff, welfare association executive members, directors of admin, compliance, finance, deputy director of finance, establishment and appointment committee, Lord Mayor, and fire. The subject is invitation to a meeting, and it is signed by Mr. Usman Gay. The said letter is admitted as an exhibit in evidence, and it is marked as LGC/KMC/006.
Ask the commission, please. Are there questions for this witness?
Yes. Mr. Sanyang.
Yes, Madam Chair.
Yes, you have said in your in your statement in the first page, you have talked about the fact that when you were in the accounts unit,
Yes.
you were using the metric system.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. The metric system, is it an accounting software or a general software?
Yes, basically is I can say is accounting because there are some you know adjustments that you can do or some post-its that you can do with it, and then it provides reports.
No, Mr. Sanyang, what I'm asking is I want clarity because I want to know whether the metrics
Yes.
that you mentioned here
Yes.
was an accounting package software, because there are different softwares. There are admin softwares and there are accounting and business software. And I understand that
Yes.
this metric software
Yes.
is an accounting software,
Yes.
which is classified under business,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So the reason I'm asking you question is that for the audit report, internal audit report,
Yes.
the auditor highlighted in his quarterly report for 2020.
Okay.
He talked about the issue of the computerizing receipting system has an issue.
Yes.
So are there difference, or is it the same metric system that is being used that has issues?
Yes, there was an old system that we were using.
What was the name of the old system you were using?
I could not remember the name of the system, but up to, I think that system was there from 2002 up to 2023, 24. That was the time that, we got this metric system.
When
And
did you get the metric system?
2014.
2014.
Yes. And then it was just copied copied from the old system and then integrated to the metric system.
Okay.
Yes.
My difficulty is,
Yes.
you have said that you used to do um reconciliation.
Yes.
What would have been the cause of the underpayments that have been consistently reported in the internal audit reports, and the overpayments that have been highlighted?
On rates? You mean on rates?
On different categories of tax.
Yes, at KMC there we have two different systems. I think now they have three. We are having the Finex, that is the accounting system that we using, and then the rate system. The Finex and the rate systems are two separated systems.
Okay.
Yes.
And then were you at any point in time operating the IFMIS system?
IFMIS system, I went for the training, but later, I was suspended, so I couldn't have the opportunity to use it.
What I mean is, but are you aware that the accounts department was using the IFMIS system?
Yeah, that's why I said maybe three, because now the IFMIS system is there.
So you are saying you have the IFMIS system, and you have the Finex.
Finex, if they don't.
FINEX.
Yes, Finex, yes.
Yes, Finex system.
And then the rates.
And the rates.
Yes, and then the rates you have to, the rates too is, you have two sides. You have the region side and then the properties. Yeah.
So at what point in time did they have the challenge of integrating the receipting system?
But I know the receipting system was introduced in 2019. Prior to 2019, we were using receipts, GTRs. So later, they introduced this receipting system.
So it means there have been a challenge as to, you understand, the actual systems that have been operated by the council. Is that
yes, there are challenges because the rate system, as I understand, we have some duplicates. There are some duplicates in the system because the duplicate. What I mean about the duplicate is, if I am BABUCARR SANYANG and I have a compound somewhere in Kotu, it might be entered twice. So we normally have that difficulty. That is why normally these race areas is almost, the figure is almost accumulating, because it's not realistic. If you look at it, the areas figure is not realistic because you have a lot of duplicates.
Yes, I do see that there have been an indication of a sum total of 75 million 31,401.72 in terms of the demand notes that were served. And because of this duplicate issue, there has been an issue raised by the internal auditor.
Yes.
But let me come back to then the fact of reconciliation.
Yes.
So would it now be correct to say that the reconciliations that were done are not proper reconciliation, because the receipting system, you have different types of systems being operated by different units, and to reconcile this is practically impossible because of, you understand, the nature of the different systems that are in operation.
Yeah, the rate system, especially the receipt system, is easy to reconcile because at the end of the day, the cashier will print, the daily transaction.
Yes.
So if you print the daily transaction
For the rates.
Yeah, for the rates. The
But
cashier.
that's where the duplication is coming from. Is that not correct?
Sorry, I don't get.
Is it not from the rates department that the duplication is coming from?
Yeah, what I mean by the duplication is, each and every.
I understand, but that is what is raised by the auditor, right?
Yeah, I think it's a little confusing.
Yes.
Let me just explain it very well.
Please.
Each and every individual within the Carnegie municipality, if you are having a compound, we should have your name in our system. So what I mean by the duplicate is there are some instances whereby you see 2 or 3
names,
the same person. So you will be paying in, your rates into an account whereby 2 or 3 accounts, are accumulating. The areas are every year accumulating because there is only one account for you, and then your name is entered twice into the system. That's what I mean by the duplicates. For the reconciliation, the cashier every day, by the end of the day, your daily transaction will be printed out, and then you will be doing your bankings. You'll be banking by the end of the day. If you don't do it during the day, by the following day morning, at least you have your bank slips. So what you bank and then what you collect from the list of your transaction, that is what we normally reconcile.
Who has the user rights? Is it the clerks or the managers?
The manager has a user right. I have a user right, but I am being controlled. I am not using the system, but there are other staff who
I
have
want
user
to
rights.
clear is which category of staff have user rights?
The accounts clerks are having accounts there, are having user rights there.
Yes.
The manager is having, and then the supervisor, because we have two managers. You have the assistant manager,
So
admin.
you having used the system
Yes.
when you were there before you left in 2021.
Yes.
Moving to the Department of Rates.
Yes.
For the clerks.
Yes.
And all these other people, do they have authority to amend or to delete audit, to delete or amend anything on the?
No, the clerks are controlled. What they can do is to print demand note or search, or sometimes even print the payment history. That is where they can stop. The user those rights, is given to the manager, and then the IT manager, then the director of finance and the finance manager.
So these are the super users, right?
Yes.
And those are the people that can do deletion and addition.
Yes.
Thank you. Council? Sorry, yes, sir.
Mr. Sai,
Yes, sir.
a lot of what is happening to the councils have to do with ignoring the planning department. All this duplication of names that are coming could have been easily resolved because you have a planning department that has the cadastral plan of all the areas, all the properties are on plan.
Yes, sir.
Now, if you want to stick to a database,
Yes.
and then you neglect the cadastral plan, obviously that is where the problem is. That is why you have these huge gaps of unpaid areas because you don't capture all the information.
Yes.
I understand what I'm telling you.
Very well.
At your planning department, all the properties and KMCs at the KMC are there.
Yes.
Including their measurements, including number of buildings in the compounds.
Yes.
You understand it?
Yes.
Now, but you have decided to stick to a system whereby you stick to an old system. There are huge developments going on, and which is captured in the cadastral plans.
Yes.
So when you want to solve this problem, you must have to work hand in glove with your planning department so that you capture all the information. So all these gaps will not be coming up.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, very well.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, there's something that I want to say. Yes, as we are having a GIS team, so, and then we are working with them to try and integrate the system and then at least adjust it. Yes, because the problem is, what causes the problem is because we copied from the old system and then, put it into the new system. That is why it is like that.
You know, the GIS is the Geography Information
Yes,
System.
yes,
It has all the data that you need,
exactly.
but the data must be linked to what you are doing so that you can harmonize all this information and bring it under one system. It's so simple.
Yeah.
It's not rocket science.
Yes.
Thank
Yes,
you.
yes, we are doing it because there is a project that we even have. We are working in with my collectors that we will be going on the ground to try and integrate everything. Yes, exactly. And that's very true.
Council,
Back to the issue of the loan, the $12 million.
Yes.
Was the mayor aware of this loan that you were about to contract from Ajib Bank?
I will not say much about that because as I said, our limitation is the CEO as a committee.
So the fact is the mayor was not aware of it. That's a fact. Or is it not a fact?
I believe mayor is aware.
Why do you believe the mayor is aware?
As I said, if he was not aware, the director and then the CEO will not sign that.
Oh, no, the director and the CEO can decide to do sign these documents on their own volition. They can decide to commit crimes. They can decide to commit to violate protocol. That is a possibility.
Okay, as a committee, for us as a committee, definitely the CEO is our meet. That is where we can.
That is where you.
That is where we can stop. We can go to the CEO and then, as far as because the bank will not ask the mayor to sign. The bank what the bank will do is, the CEO and the director of finance has to sign this guarantee. So obviously,
where do you see that?
we were communicating with the bank as a committee.
And the bank requested the CEO.
Yes, the guarantee form, the CEO must sign it, and the director of finance.
And who were you communicating with at the bank?
There was an account manager, Samba Fight.
Samba Fight.
Yes, and one Dalanda.
And Dalanda what?
I couldn't remember the surname.
They requested for these signatures.
Yes, because I think bank, there are procedures at the bank level too. There are procedures. So whatever they needed, I'll be contact, and then sometimes they will contact the CEO directly.
Now the allegations are, number one, that the staff welfare association were not aware of this law. What is your reply?
That's not true.
Why do you say that?
Because we have series of meetings about these land issues. Because there was another one that was going on, and then another one was proposed and then failed. That is why this one happened. So obviously,
we need all correspondence in relation to these meetings that you're talking about, if any, to again.
There is one letter that I have here.
Yes.
Which was written by the secretary general.
Yes.
Addressed to all staffs. So.
Mr. Sanyang.
Yes.
In all fairness, if you say, just give me the letter as I asked the question. If you say that you strongly believe that all you needed was the mayor's the signature of the CEO and the finance director, that may be reasonable belief because you correspond with the bank and they request that. Just hand me over the letter as we have the discussion. But there's no evidence that the mayor was aware of this. That is true. Messiah, that will be true. There is no evidence that the mayor is aware of this.
I didn't have it very well because I'm.
Oh, I've been told you cannot multitask, so maybe can
I? Let me wait for you to bring it up. Okay.
Yes. And this is a letter regarding.
This is a letter informing the staff that there will be lands given out. So whoever is interested can come and contact me as part of the allocation committee.
We applied to tender. Where's the original?
These originals, most of them, I lost them because I was not, in office. I was suspended. I couldn't get access to those most of these documents. So luckily, there are some documents that I normally copy and keep.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you have other?
No, yes. This one was the first contract that we signed. That led to this 12 million loan.
That led to this 12 million.
Yes.
Let me see the contract.
Yes.
The first contract is with Care Finder.
Yes.
We applied to tender a sales contract between Care Finder Real Estate Company Limited, a limited liability company incorporated in the Gambia, bearing company number 2018 plus C6816 of Brusubi, Combo North, the Gambia, herein called the vendor, and Staff Welfare Association of Kanifing Municipal Council. It is signed by Mohamed Job, CEO of Kerfinder, and BABUCARR SANYANG, Staff Welfare Association KMC Vice President, correct?
Treasurer. Okay, treasurer. The vice president is Mom Kawabas.
I see in the
Maybe I
agreement
signed.
it says represented by Vice President, or in the presence of BABUCARR.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. Yes. And KMC Staff Welfare Association notice 16th October 2020. The heading is Phase 2 Allocation of Plots of Land to Interested Staff, signed by Senya Nyang for the Welfare Association, into evidence as an exhibit.
This is supporting document for. Okay.
We're gonna say that maybe we have the chairperson to admit And then we can have the commissioner to ask a question, Mr. Sanyang.
The sales agreement made the 13th day of October 2020 between Finder Real Estate Company Limited and Staff Welfare Association of Carnifing Municipal Council. The said agreement is signed, sealed, and delivered by the within name Finder Real Estate Company Limited, represented by its CEO, in the presence of Mohammed Joe, who signed, and for the Staff Welfare Association, represented by the president, in the presence of BABUCARR SANYANG, who signed on their behalf. The second document, which is the KMC Staff Welfare Association document dated the 16th of October 2020, and with the subject allocation of plots of land to interested sir. That is the phase 2. And it is signed by Sananyang, that is the KMC Staff Association Welfare Committee. These two documents are admitted together as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/BS/KMC/006.
As the commission please, I believe Commissioner.
No, sorry, 7. It should be 7 instead
We are
of.
grateful. I believe Commissioner Silla has a question, Honorable Chairperson.
Yes, you can proceed.
Mr. Sanya, during all these transactions, were you shown a deed as a way of ownership by the people whom we were dealing with? Did they show a title deed or proof of ownership?
Yes.
There was a title deed shown to you?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And it was a leased property?
Yes. They were leased properties, yes. Only for the one with Aludanso, that is the one at Kachume. That one was not. We later realized that it was not even owned by Aludanso. It was owned by a family. And it was not leased.
Okay. For the other one, a leased property was shown to you?
Yes, yes.
All right. Thank you.
So I'm told that GRTS is taking in, even though we have 5 minutes to time.
Yes.
Because they were supposed to take off by 1 o'clock, and they are now saying that it is 5 minutes to time that they will cut off the signal. So it's a convenient point to stop.
To stop.
Yes.
May I say that the chairperson may cause the commissioner to repeat his questions when we resume?
Yes.
For the purpose of the records and,
Yes.
And the public hearing.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
That is noted by Commissioner Silla.
Thank you.
Let me have the questions. Let me quickly.